Good afternoon and welcome to Seattle, Washington, home of Ballard FC and Interbay Stadium for today's USL 2 playoff opening match between the Oly Town Artesians and the Park City Red Wolves. On behalf of Red Element Studio, my name is John McGlamory, bringing you the action from beautiful Western Washington today. This opener promises to be a good one, featuring a playoff debutante and a team that has made the playoffs every year in the USL 2. Oly Town Artesians are making their first playoff appearance in only their second year in the USL 2, finishing second behind Ballard FC in the Northwest Division. And representing the Mountain Division as the winner for the fourth season in a row are the Park City Red Wolves from Salt Lake City, Utah. It was an up-and-down season for the Artesians, but their finest moment so far came at this very stadium, defeating then number one Ballard in stoppage time down a man. A balanced scoring attack this season, which saw more than 10 players score. They were paced by Gil De La Luz and Richie Lapointe Guevara. However, their work will be cut out for them playing against a stingy Park City defense, allowing only 7 goals this season, en route to a undefeated regular season with a record of 7-0-3. Park City is led by forward James Miles, the Liverpool, England native, and Jason Smith, their goalkeeper, who just transferred to defending NCAA champion Syracuse. We are looking forward to bringing this game to you, and we will be right back after a quick commercial break to introduce the starting 11 for each team. We'll be right back after this.
Left-footed service from Robles. Open header and a goal! Kingston trying to break free on the left side. Looking over the top. Good dropping ball! Oh, what a header!
Welcome to the Georgian Dragons, Seattle's established home for footy since 1995 and proud broadcast sponsor of Ballard Football Club. Home to classic English pub food, 24 draft beers, a large whisky selection and craft cocktails. With a beer garden, heated patio and cosy pub, the George has everything for good times with friends and family. And weekly events such as pub trivia and karaoke. Open 11 a.m. till 2 a.m. daily and even earlier for all your favourite football clubs, national teams and cup tournaments. When you're at the Georgian Dragon, you're family, and here at the George we say welcome home. Go Ballard FC and up the bridges.
Defender, number 26, Cameron Miller. The United States Soccer League, its teams and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Please join us for an 11-second moment of silence as we are all united against racism. Thank you. For those willing and able, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back to Interbay Stadium as we await the kickoff for today's Western Conference semifinal matchup between the Oly Town FC Artisans and the Park City Red Wolves. Once again, on behalf of Red Element Studios, my name is John McLamory, bringing you today's action. Before we get going, let's meet the officials. The center referee today, Hanif Zarabi. Cephas Quartson is AR1. AR2 is Kiernan Smith. And the fourth official is Jacqueline Metz. And after that, let's go ahead and start with today's starting lineups. First, Park City, goalkeeper number 0, Jason Smith. Number 3, Jonathan Jace Vance. Number 5, Mateo Rodriguez. Number 4, the center back and captain, Harry Jolly. Number 2, Jordan Martinez. Number 14, Garrett Morris. Number 6, Carlos Zomeno. Number 8, Iago Lott. Number 7, Blake Oberholzer. Number 11, Zach Moss. And number 14, James Miles. Starting out for the Oly Town Artisans, number 1, from Seattle University, Charlie Lanfear. Number 7, Manny Nicasio. Number 2, the captain, Jack Slaus. Number 26, from the University of Washington, Cameron Miller. Number 17, Habib Famudatimi. Number 15 is Connor Stewart. Number 3 today, Federico Russo. Number 13, Connor Tolan. Number 16, Trevor Thompson. Number 10, Gil de la Luz. And number 5, Richie Lapointe Guevara. Those are your starting lineups. The players getting ready to start this game off. Oly Town welcoming from Utah the Park City Red Wolves here at beautiful Interbay Stadium. Home to Ballard FC, home to Seattle Pacific University. It is a wonderful day for soccer in the Northwest, not a cloud in the sky. And we are just about ready to get underway with Connor Tolan standing over it. He's going to play it all the way back to Cameron Miller. Long ball to Richie Lapointe Guevara. Chests it down. Plays back. Manny Nicasio with it now for Oly Town. Jack Slaus wearing the armband today out of Fordham University by way of Gig Harbor, Washington. Takes another long ball. Diagonal headed out by the defense, but as far as Tolan, he gets it, plays it into the middle, it's taken off his feet, and Oly Town will restart the offense once again. Park City, as I mentioned, only gave up 7 goals this year, which is an unbelievable number. That's, for them, 0.7 goals a game given up, which is just stingy as it gets at this level. And you can see why their goalkeeper just signed with Syracuse, the defending national champions in Division I. And he looks to make his mark on this game today as Park City gets their first throw-in of the game. Both teams coming out in a 4-3-3 to begin. Oly Town does a lot of moving and mixing and matching parts and pieces, so their shape is constantly changing. And that ball's deflected out of play off the feet. And once again, the ball's going to stay in. No, it goes out for a throw, bounces on the turf. It's nice to see a clean field, too. Oly Town plays on a multi-purpose field, and it's just nice to see a clean slate to play a game of soccer on. Slaus probing in, stepped up, but won back by Oly Town, and now Trevor Thompson on the outside. Trevor Thompson with a good 1-2 into the middle, back inside, cleared out by the defense. But only as far as Slaus, still inside the Park City defensive zone. Now it's Fede Russo with a nice ball to Gill on the wing. Gill crosses into the trees, goes behind the net and out for a goal kick. Oly Town applying heavy pressure to begin this game. Really wanting to get out on the front foot here. Jason Smith, the goalie, plays it out wide. Into the middle, finds Harry Jolly, the captain out of Liverpool, England. And now a long ball advantage not played as referee Hanif Zarabi pulls this one back. And it's going to be a free kick coming up. Harry Jolly has an impressive CV. He's the captain at Northern Illinois University, and he also captained Wigan Athletics U18 squad when he was back in England. And that squad in 2018-19 won the EFL Youth Alliance Cup and the EFL Youth Alliance. So quite the pedigree for Harry Jolly as Nicasio rises up to meet the header. Stewart heads it down, and Thompson looks to break. Trevor Thompson plays it down, and the defense comes back. Mateo Rodriguez tracked back to block the shot by Trevor Thompson, whose first touch just got away from him, but that's going to lead to the first corner of the game. And this one goes to Oly Town, right underneath the trees in the near corner of the stadium here. Mateo Rodriguez, the captain he's a defender at Cornell University out of Mexico City, Mexico. Did a nice job there tracking back to block the shot. It looked like Thompson was going to be alone to shoot at the goalkeeper Smith, but Rodriguez with a good job tracking back. Ball comes in, headed down. It's going to be cleared out off the line. Held in by Oly Town, though. Another ball comes back in. Rising to meet it, Richie Guevara. And the header goes right into the hands of Jason Smith. So good job by LaPointe Guevara to get ahead to that one, but right into the hands of Smith. And Jason Smith is going to kind of slow things down a little bit now for Park City. Oly Town not looking very phased here in their first playoff opportunity of the club's young career. And now a giveaway almost. Richie LaPointe pressuring it. But Carlos Zomeno able to recover and win it back to Smith, who's playing way off his line right now. Over to Jolly. He surveys, makes a long pass in the middle, broken up by Nicasio, but tracked back by number 11, Zach Moss, and he wins it back. Park City now with a little bit of possession in their feet. Smith extremely comfortable playing 30 yards off his line. Famoudatimi rises to meet the header, plays it back into the middle, but it only falls to Garrett Morris, and he wins it back for Park City. Stolen back by Oly Town and given right back to Park City. Both teams playing a little loose right now with the ball the last couple of minutes. Jolly with it. Diagonal pass. Only finds the head of Famoudatimi, who plays it up and out. It's won by Tolan, and now Richie Lapointe Guevara tries a back heel. Probably an ill-advised back heel there, as there were 3 defenders there, and Connor Stewart not able to reach it in time, and it gives it right back to Park City. Cam Miller now has to play it. Lanfear clears. Held in by Morris, but only to the legs of Jack Slouse, the captain. Spots a run by Manny Nicasio. Tries to get there before Jolly, but can't. Pressures it, forces the turnover, and Jolly's going to play it out for a throw right at the corner flag. Manny Nicasio continuing his run from the left back position, wins a throw deep in the zone, and Oly Town already finds themselves on the front foot once again. This time the ball played off of Trevor Thompson. Next year, Thompson and Nicasio are going to be teammates at Pacific Lutheran University down in Tacoma. Manny Nicasio just signed with them over the summer. Fede Russo plays it back. Stewart to Richie. Flicks it to himself. Chests it down. Triple teamed. Still comes away with it. Makes another spin. And now it's played out wide to Gil De La Luz. Gil into the middle. Cleared. Park City rising to the challenge on the defensive front, just like we thought they would. It's going to go out for another throw on the far side in front of the Park City bench. 8:15 into this game. No score. Oly Town has had the bulk of possession so far. They've registered 1 shot on goal. Park City, though, starting to grow into this game a little bit. Holding on to the ball more. Just building out of the back and building and waiting for the right time to strike. Lead pass by Jolly, broken up, and now looking to run again as Richie Lapointe Guevara plays it out wide. Gil De La Luz. Gil De La Luz takes a shot that's blocked off the legs of the defender Martinez, and it's going to go out for another corner, this time on the far side. Oly Town, though, exploiting some of the openings in this back line and getting some shots off, but that Park City defense right there to block them. So Thompson stands over it again. Hand comes up, ball comes in. Back post, rising header by Guevara. All alone, and he just puts it over the crossbar. Richie Lapointe Guevara with 2 good opportunities for headed shots. This one just goes over the top. So Jason Smith once again is going to get things going. Long ball looking for the run of James Miles. Played out by Cam Miller, and it's going to go out for a throw. Cam Miller plays for the University of Washington. just across the freeway and beautiful University District. And this one is going to be whistled back for offside as Zach Moss just went a little too early. Zach Moss out of Boise, Idaho, plays his college ball at Westminster University. Just got ahead of the defense and was unable to time his run. So free kick coming up now. Cam Miller is going to stand over it. It's a long looping ball finding Thompson, who lets it go. It's going to fall to Tolan. Connor Tolan now circles back, finds Slaus in space, into the middle. Fede Russo. Diagonal run once again. Gil de la Luz, can he get there? He gets there in time to force the defense of Jace Vance to play it out for yet another corner kick. And Oly Town with their third corner of the game already, 12 minutes in. And the first two have come close to going into the back of the net. Richie LaPointe Guevara has been able to find space, but nobody has been able to test the keeper as of yet. Man marking now. Ball comes in once again. Far post finds the head of Oly Town and is cleared once again. And now a long run. And Connor Stewart has to track back in order to win that. Keeps it in play and gets it over to Charlie Lanfear to reset things on the far side with Jack Slaus. Good recovery by the Oly Town defense to keep the break from happening. Now Tolan once again with the 1-2, looking for the run of Thompson, but Smith playing off his line, able to get there before Thompson can get to the ball. And Gil de la Luz now with a steal off the feet. And he is tripped up very cynically from behind. And that draws the first foul call of the game. And it's going to be Oly Town once again looking to make something happen off a spot kick. This time it's Connor Tolan who's standing over things. That was Jordan Martinez who committed that foul. Now both hands up. It's an in-swinger to the far post. Headed back across the goal. Famuditimi tries to get there. Slaus with the left-footed shot that goes into the apartments across the street and out for a goal kick. 0-0 the score here. Oly Town putting all the pressure on Park City at the beginning of this game. But Park City's defense showing why they are giving up less than a goal a game. As soon as Oly Town gets close, that defense collapses in front of the goal and doesn't allow any openings for shots. This time the ball's won back again, this time by Connor Stewart. Tried to find the run of Richie LaPointe Guevara, but overshot the pass, and it goes right to Smith, and we'll reset things again. Full disclosure, I am the play-by-play voice of the Oly Town Artesians, but this is a playoff game, and neutrality is the key today. Talked to Coach Scott McKenzie today before the game of Park City. He said they actually drove here from Utah, which I could not imagine a more beautiful drive this time of year than through that part of the country, as this weather has been perfect. Having made that drive, I can tell you that it is a beautiful drive, but boy, what a way to spend a few days driving through Utah, Idaho, Oregon, Washington, and ending up in Ballard, a beautiful Scandinavian town where my people are from, here in Seattle. Don't forget, tune in later tonight, 7 o'clock, Ballard FC taking on New Mexico United here at Interbay Stadium. If you're not going to see Taylor Swift tonight at Lumen Field, come on down and join in the fun here at Interbay Stadium. The winner of this game will take on the winner of that game Sunday at 1 o'clock. Jack Slaus plays it over the head of Stewart. Well, we have a chance. Like to thank the sponsors of this broadcast. The George and Dragon Pub, probably the best place in Washington State to watch a soccer match. And Rubens Brews, a fantastic local beer spot as well. Thank you both for your support in bringing soccer to the community and helping out the local economy as well. And now it's going to be Park City who tries to make things happen, but Jack Slaus able to come away, dribbles through 4 people, and eventually it's going to be Nicasio coming away with it. Diagonal pass broken up by Martinez. Tried to find the run of Trevor Thompson. Thompson and De La Luz have switched sides now. De La Luz now on the left side, the near side of your screen, and Thompson on the right. Ball played up, finds the feet of Iago Lott, and now it's flicked on, but nobody made the run, and Famouda is going to track it down, play it back to Lanphier. Those two are going to be teammates at Seattle University next season. Famouda transferring after 3 years at Jacksonville University. He's out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And who knows, he might, after this game, go check out the Blue Jays game at the T-Mobile Park. It is the yearly Canadian invasion of Mariners baseball stadiums. So maybe the Toronto native's going to go see that game tonight. We got to take care of action here first. Jolly with it now. No pressure by Oly Town right now. Martinez. They say that, and Manny Nicasio forces a turnover as Stewart plays into the middle. It's Richie LaPointe Guevara. Takes the shot and the save. Jason Smith gets a hand to that one, punches it over the crossbar as Richie LaPointe Guevara with a beautiful dipping shot forced the save by Jason Smith, and you can see the class that Smith has making that tough save. But another corner for Oly Town. Trevor Thompson standing over this one. Another far post ball. LaPointe Guevara wins it. The header goes off of Richie and out for a goal kick. So Park City learning and adapting from Oly Town's corner kick strategies and wins the goal kick on that one. Connor Tolan for the Artesians actually played his home soccer here, as did head coach of Oly Town, Leavieu Bird. Both played here at Seattle Pacific University. And a foul is going to be called this time against Iago Lott, another member of the Park City UK contingent out of Bristol, or he played for the Bristol City U23 squad. He was the U17 captain of the Bristol City squad. So lots of international flair on this team. Zimeno out of Valencia, Spain. And now a back heel finds De La Luz. De La Luz tried to cut back, but Jolly anticipated it and was able to block that from happening. And now the pass by Slaus goes by the wayside. Martinez on the overlap. He makes a run. Plays it back. Finds Garrett Morris now to Zimeno out wide it's Zach Moss, and he can't control the ball, and it's going to go out for a throw. Things were looking good right there for Park City, but a bad giveaway, and it forces the ball back over to the feet of Oly Town. 20 minutes in, and I think Oly Town not acting like a team that has not played in the playoffs before, really being aggressive and forcing Park City to defend. Jace Vance back to Smith now. James Miles plays it back. Just no openings right now for Park City to find passes. Now a long diagonal run. Trying to find the run of Zach Moss, and it's going to go out of play for a throw-in, but Oly Town not allowing Park City to have any sustained possession of the ball. So Oly Town resetting things. Cam Miller plays it out wide. Famutatimi with it. Still Famutatimi, and he's tripped up from behind, and that's going to be a foul. This time the foul is going to be called against Blake Oberholzer, an academy player for Park City. Thompson. A couple dribbles. The ball ends up back at the feet of Cameron Miller. And now resetting it to Lanphier. Oly Town likes to press their wings out from the back and leave two men in the middle a lot. Sometimes it works wonderfully, sometimes not so much. But so far so good for Oly Town. And now another diagonal ball, trying to find the legs of Thompson, who has deceptively quick speed, but he couldn't even reach that one as Slouse powers it into the netting on the far side. And a quick restart now by Park City. Miller. Lanphier in the Super Cyan kit, goalkeeper kit. Jack Smith, of course, all yellow. And now another long ball. This time De La Luz chases, but this time it goes out of play once again. And another giveaway for Oly Town. As a former keeper, I can appreciate the level of conflict that the goalkeeper kits have now with the regular field players kits. It's just fantastic. And now Thompson on the run. Can he get there? He will. He's going to cut it in. It's going to be taken off his feet by Jace Vance, but it's going to be another throw-in deep in the area for Oly Town. Quickly into Famutatimi. This time it goes off of Habib out for a throw-in, and now Park City going to take possession. Tolan finds Nicasio. Back heel finds Famutatimi on the far side. Resetting things back to the defense. Cameron Miller with a long ball that's going to go into the breadbasket of Jason Smith. Looking for somebody to make a run towards the goal, but nobody followed the pass, and Park City is going to take over once again. Jolly. Martinez with it. And that's going to be a handball as Carlos Zomeno kind of cradled that one with his upper arm, which is going to be called every time, especially when the official's right there. Especially when the ball is white and your kit is red. Miller looking for movement. Chips it up. Stewart now taking over at center forward is going to end up not getting there, and it's going to be played back to the middle. Harry Jolly sets up once again a reset from the back for Park City. Ball held by Zomeno. Nifty move to get past Stewart. Now here comes Park City on the attack. Out wide. It's Moss with it now in the middle. Flips it up for Miles. James Miles taken off the ball by Famudatimi. No foul called there. Heavy tackle by Famudatimi. Deemed to be fair by the official. And able to maintain control is De La Luz, but eventually played all the way back, and Lanphier is going to come out to get this chip shot that went right in between Park City players, and nobody chased it. Oly Town once again on the front foot here. 28th minute of play here from Interbay Stadium. No score. Oly Town with the best opportunity so far. Richie LaPointe Guevara with a dipping shot that forced the save from Jason Smith. Park City yet to register a shot in this game. And another clean tackle by Famudatimi, and Gil De La Luz wants it now, and that diagonal pass by Fede Russo just sliced off his foot and went down the middle of the field into the waiting legs of Jason Smith. Jordan Martinez now collects the ball, tries to get Morris on the overlap, but throws it behind him. Now De La Luz comes to get it. Nicasio now out of Shelton, Washington. Slaus with a beautiful pass to Stewart, but an even better tackle by Zomeno to take it off his feet. Took that ball from Stewart from behind and did it clean, and Park City coming away with the ball again. As we have now hit the 30th minute here of play. Oly Town with another steal. This time it's going to be Slaus who gets it. De La Luz cuts it in. Still De La Luz lays off for Tolan. Out wide to Thompson. Thompson tries to get past Jace Vance, but he's stripped of the ball, and now a quick lead out leads to a break, and Manny Nicasio comes back to beat. He beat number 11, that's Zach Moss, beat him to the ball. The sliding pass back to Lanphier, that could have been trouble. And you can see with Oly playing such a high line with their defense, how they can get in trouble. And they almost got burned there by Park City's counter. Ball taken off the feet of Russo. Another good tackle in the middle, this time by Miles. Zomeno, this time it's Stewart who returns the favor, but Zomeno strongly holds on, and now Park City looking to move. chipped up, looking for Miles. It's going to be over his head and played out wide by Slaus, who blasts it upfield into the feet of Connor Tolan. And now quickly on the other end, here come the Artesians, but that flick pass by LaPointe Guevara goes out of play in front of the on-rushing Thompson. Throw in here coming up for Park City. The Red Wolves decked out in all red. Oly Town in the all white. This ball's going to be played up. Gil De La Luz read it beautifully. Played it before Martinez could get there, but unable to keep it in play, and it's going to go out for another throw. Flick on header is going to be won by Slaus. Into the feet of Federico Russo out of Caracas, Venezuela. Played at Iona University. Manny Nicasio with some nifty dribbling there to maintain possession. Into the center. Completely overloaded on the left side of the pitch are the Artesians. And now another looping pass to De La Luz. It's going to be flicked up, and this one has to be pushed over the bar by Smith. A cheeky little chip shot by Gil De La Luz that forced Smith into action once again, and another corner kick for Oly Town. They're finding their way with these balls over the top of the defense, exploiting the speed they have on the wings. And once again, a corner coming in. This one's played into the middle. Smith rises to get there. It's going to be held in by Oly Town. That shot's going to be blocked. Cam Miller tried the turnaround lefty shot. That one's deflected out of play, and Jason Smith down for Park City, and this can't be good for them. He's going to get up looking none the worse for wear. Just checking his boot. He got stepped on maybe, I don't know, but he is up and ready. And now once again, Connor Tolan standing over this corner as the corner kick's just mounting for Oly Town right now. They're 7th of the game so far. Another long looper to the far post, headed down, and that's going to go off to the side and hit the back netting behind the touchline and out for a goal kick. Fourth minute of play here from Interbay Stadium in Ballard, Washington. Manny Nicasio steps up to meet that before Moss could get there. No easy passes right now for Park City as Oly Town putting on a clinic on defensive pressure right now. Once again, Manny Nicasio rises up to meet the header. Plays it out. And now here comes Tolan. Make that Thompson as he puts on the Jets. Trevor Thompson back into the middle, held by Ritchie. The shot is going to be blocked, and that was blocked with, and the referee's going to wave it off. He wanted to point to the spot, and then he waved it off, and that looked like it went off the hands of the Park City defender. But nevertheless, it's going to go out for a throw. And Harry Jolly looks like he took a knock to the face in the aftermath of that. The referee, Hanif Sarabi, not seeing a penalty there. Richie LaPointe Guevara was screaming for one. But we play on into the 36th minute. Another good opportunity for Oly Town goes by the wayside. Moss flicks it up. It's going to be Slouse who puts it back in play for Oly Town. And now Fede Russo. I think Fede Russo is going to be tuning in to the Inter-Miami match when Messi makes his debut, as that's his favorite player, along with about 2 billion other people on the planet. And now a foul is going to be called against Famoudatimi, and he's going to get a talking to and a yellow card from the official. That seems to be a quick yellow, the first foul committed by Famoudatimi today. But Habib Famoudatimi picks up the yellow card in the 37th minute. And now he's got to be very careful the rest of this game. That ball is going to be whistled offside off a free kick. Just an inexcusable error there by Park City. On a free kick, you cannot be offside.
In the 37th minute, Oly Town yellow card for number 17, Habib Famoudatimi.
Slouse now with another long ball, this time looking for De La Luz. He finds him again. De La Luz trying to get there. He chips it, and it's going to go too high as Smith came out to meet it. De La Luz got the foot to it. Just too much concrete in the boots, and that one went over the goal and into the compost area in the far corner. So a goal kick now coming up for Park City as they try desperately to get some offense going here in this game and put pressure on Oly Town. The score remains 0-0 here in the 38th minute. Slouse wins that one, and that's going to be a push from behind, and that's going to warrant a yellow, and he gets one. So the yellow card comes out, and that's going to go against we're trying to get him to turn around so we can see his number, and he's not cooperating. But that was a forearm shiver into the back. Free kick comes in, headed in, shot by Famoudatimi, and it goes into the back of the net. Oly Town Artesians up 1-0. Habib Famoudatimi off the flick pass by Jack Slouse, and the Artesians up 1-0. That yellow card, by the way, issued to number 8, Iago Lott, which directly led to the goal. Habib Famoudatimi puts his stamp on the game with a little flick just past the outstretched arms of Jason Smith, and the Artesians get the goal that they have deserved in this first half, and they go up 1-0 in the 40th minute. So Park City now chasing one to stay in this game and keep their season alive.
In the 39th minute, Oly Town FC goal scored by number 17, Habib Famoudatimi.
Now Park City getting onto the front foot here. Shot comes in. It's going to be saved by Lanfear. Their first shot of the game, the first save of the game for Lanfear.
Also in the 38th minute, Park City yellow card for number 8, Iago Lott.
So Park City showing some life after giving up that goal. De La Luz with it now for Oly Town. Stays with it, keeps it and shields it from Martinez. Martinez still chasing though, and Miller's going to come away with it for Oly Town. Out wide it's Thompson. Thompson in space. Cuts it inside. Diagonal ball looking for Tolan. Finds him. Tolan brings it down, circles it around. And the defense from Park City right there. De La Luz catching up. Gets the ball, flicks it back to Tolan. He splits the defense. And that pass is going to be blocked and goes out for a throw in the 41st minute. Oly Town leading 1-0, a goal by Habib Famudatimi off a free kick. That is the difference in the game so far. And Oly Town showing a lot of confidence. And this one goes to Richie LaPointe Guevara, and that ball by Slaus just skips into the arms of Smith before Guevara could get there. Vance plays it up. Miles, though, plays it off his leg. It's going to go out of play for a throw right around midfield. Fede Russo pinballing the ball back and forth, but it's going to end up into the hands of Smith, who resets with a throw out to Mateo Rodriguez. Jolly, long ball. Falls to the feet of Zomeno, now out wide. It's Jace Vance, plays it back to Rodriguez. Into the middle, finds Miles, plays it back. Rodriguez with the looping ball. Gets it to Moss. Manny Nicasio is going to shepherd that one out as Garrett Morris couldn't get there, and it's going to be a goal kick coming up for Oly Town as we get closer and closer to the end of the first half. Oly Town on top 1-0. Habib Famudatimi making up for the yellow card he got earlier in the game, scoring a goal off a free kick from the other yellow card. That one issued to Iago Lott. And that free kick led to the goal that finds Oly Town on top, 1-0. Once again, like to thank the George and Dragon Pub as well as Rubens Brews for sponsoring this live stream and bringing you some soccer action on a Friday afternoon. And Thompson is going to win yet another corner as he plays it off the body of Vance, and that one's going to go in the books as another corner kick. And Oly Town not content with a one-goal lead, continuing to apply the pressure to this Park City team. Ball chipped up, far corner again. Miller heads it, and it goes in the back of the net. Cam Miller makes it 2 for Oly Town as the far post corner finally pays dividends as Cam Miller with a beautiful shot over the outstretched arms of Jason Smith. And Oly Town now finds themselves up 2-0 in the 45th minute of play. Cam Miller, the tallest man on the team, the logical person to hook on the end of a corner kick, and he made Park City pay.
Cam Miller.
And now Park City really needs to step up the offense now. Oly Town up 2-0. Oly Town still with it, though. They win it back off the restart. And a foul is going to be called against Morris as Richie LaPointe Guevara won that ball off the restart and drew the foul in the attacking area. And we have hit stoppage time here in the first half. Oly Town, having scored off of 2 set pieces already, looks to make it 3. Tolan, chip into the middle, headed on. This time it's going to be cleared but held in Oly Town still with it. Thompson with the one-timer, and that's going to go into the hands of Smith, and the referee is going to blow the whistle after 1 minute of stoppage time. And we have hit halftime with Oly Town on top of Park City, a score of 2-0. Goals by Habib Famudatimi and Cameron Miller marking the score sheet. And that is where we stand going into the break. We are going to step away for halftime and be back to bring you the second half of action here from Interbay Stadium. We'll be back after the break.
Welcome to the Georgian Dragons, Seattle's established home for footy since 1995 and proud broadcast sponsor of Ballard Football Club. Home to classic English pub food, 24 draft beers, a large whisky selection and craft cocktails. With a beer garden, heated patio and cosy pub, the George has everything for good times with friends and family. And weekly events such as pub trivia and karaoke. Open 11 a.m. till 2 a.m. daily and even earlier for all your favourite football clubs, national teams and cup tournaments. When you're at the Georgian Dragon, you're family, and here at the George we say welcome home. Go Ballard FC and up the bridges.
Honestly, I think I got 2 years.
The goal is to play at the very highest level.
When I step on the field, I need to play well today. I need to make things happen, or I need to just get a job.
I don't think I'm ready to be done yet.
And me, I've never been someone who's just gonna give up on something that I started.
My name is Tommy Fariziak, and I'm the managing partner of Telescope Talent. We're a recruiting services company based in Seattle, Washington. We work with companies ranging from startups to the Fortune 500. I think first and foremost, Ballard FC has produced a top-tier soccer product. You know, it's exciting to watch. You get a close sense of team and community. You get to be front row and have a great opportunity to view some of the next talent that will be representing our country's brand of soccer at the highest levels. And I think what the club is doing by offering an additional player pathway to aspiring professionals and competitive athletes in the region, it gives the younger generation a clear example that they can hear, see, and feel, so they know that they have something to aspire to. Ballard, to me personally, has been a neighborhood that has supported me in my career and my development. And what I've always thought about the community is that it has its own sense of style, a place for artisans to showcase their work, whether it's craft beers or other design shops that you see in the area. It has a sense of partnership where other small vendors support one another in creative ways and bring each other up. So Ballard, to me, was always an organization and a city that I wanted to be a part of.
Cheers. I'm Andy Love.
I'm Tucker Schonberg.
We own Salmon Bay PT, and it's 2 clinics in Ballard, and we kind of see everybody.
The community has been really supportive of us. Even just Ballard FC brings a lot of small businesses together, and it's nice to meet other small businesses. They're supportive of each other.
Getting to know the owners of the other businesses in our neighborhoods has been really nice. You know, you're kind of in it together. Being part of Ballard FC for me, you go there and it's like, oh, there we're a patient. Oh, there's a parent. There's a friend from the gym. And you're all there sort of celebrating this team, and the energy's really great and small enough that you get to sit and chat with these people and go to the beer garden. But it's big enough that it's like super exciting. The energy's really big. And I love that. And I think it came along at the perfect time. Like, people were so ready to do something and get back together.
It was an easy decision.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Of course. This is perfect. We've been thinking about this, and it kind of aligns with our values and what we're trying to do, and it's still local. So
yep.
The impact of the community is great, because I think it's somewhere where we can all put our differences aside and just watch soccer and be happy about our team going to the championships.
My name is Justin. I'm the owner of Flow Fitness. We have 2 locations, one in South Lake Union, the other in Fremont. The Ballard community is amazing. I've been a resident of Ballard for 15 years now. The favorite thing about Ballard is just being able to go out on the weekends and just walk everywhere, whether it be the farmer's market on Sunday, grab some lunch during the day, going to the parks, or grabbing a beer at night. Like, there's so many things to do. You can walk everywhere, which is amazing. And you just see people on the street and feel the energy. When I heard about Ballard FC launching, I immediately reached out. I wanted to support. Both my kids play soccer. Also just wanted to support that community as much as possible. We see a lot of athletes come in our place, and we see a lot of injuries and rehabbing injuries, and really believe that training in the gym can help on-field performance as well as decrease injuries off the field. People really feel that sense of pride when they say they're from Ballard, and that really is resounded, especially being part of this Ballard FC group, where we've really seen that community really come together and rally in such a short amount of time.
My name is Jen Muse. I'm the executive director at the Ballard Food Bank. Our mission is to bring food and hope to our neighbors because there can be enough for everyone. And what we've done is really create a space where everyone is welcome and they can really feel that. We built our new home to look like a space where anyone would want to come in. We create a sense of belonging and respect as folks come in to shop at our market. come to our Kindness Cafe, or access our Community Resource Hub. And then you have our volunteers and our staff, and they're greeting you and they're welcoming you into the space, and they're talking to you, they get to know you. They all build relationship with one another. Being a part of that community, especially through the pandemic, has been life-changing for them. We've really seen the space come to life, as now people can come in and access all those services, more like a one-stop shop. The idea that a kid wouldn't have the food they need, to me, that means that we have to do better as a community, and we have to find ways to give people more access to food and critical services they need. And so it's the volunteers, the people that come through our doors each day that I think really inspire me. We couldn't do what we do without partnerships, and how we partner with others in the community, whether it's the restaurants or the breweries, all of those things make it better and make it stronger. The Ballard Food Bank has been a strong space that can kind of help hold people up together and really provide that sense of belonging that we all need.
Way for the artists to connect with the Ballard community. We're all neighbors and we're all family members united to help each other. I'm really excited to see soccer on a competitive level again. The fan base is amazing. The beauty of what Ballard FC is, it captures that time of these certain players and in their development. The moment they step out and they're wearing the Dosby kit, it's gonna just bring back memories of, one, me playing soccer, two, being part of a club, and three, just full circle that the art is bridging me back to my past experience and reliving a great soccer moment.
Welcome back to Interbay Stadium in Seattle, Washington, for this opening round matchup in the USL2 playoffs between the Oly Town Artesians out of the Northwest Conference and out of the Mountain Division Park City Red Wolves. Oly Town dominating play in the first half, controlling the majority of possession and not letting up on the gas. Finally got their results in the latter parts of the half with goals from Habib Famudatimi and from Cameron Miller. And that's where we stand right now. Oly Town up 2-0 over the visitors from Salt Lake City. Oly Town on the pitch waiting for the beginning of the half to begin. Don't forget, later today, 7 o'clock kick, Ballard FC takes on New Mexico United here at Interbay Stadium. The winner of this game will take on the winner of the evening game tonight in the regional final, and that game will be here at Interbay Stadium, the Western Conference semifinal, and that will be at Interbay Stadium. 2 o'clock kick on Sunday. So make your plans to be here for that. No matter who the representatives are, come out and support the USL2 as they continue to grow roots here in the Northwest and attract some of the best and brightest local stars as well as international players to the ranks. Well, as I mentioned, the first half was all Oly Town, and they find themselves up on top 2-0 as we still await the arrival of Park City and the officials here in the second half of play. Like to shout out to Red Element Studios for bringing you the stream tonight or this afternoon. Nothing but class up here in the booth at the Interbay Soccer Stadium as they bring the feed to you and make me look way better than I really am. And the clock has ticked down, and we still await the arrival of Park City. Their coaches have made it out into the pitch, but the players not so much. And here they come. The Red Wolves out of Park City, Utah, coming out of the tunnel right below us. We'll see if any changes have been made. It does not look like it. I will say Park City did the announcing crew a lot of favors today by numbering their players 1 through 9 and then 11 and 14. That makes it really easy for us. And I can see that no changes made for Park City and no changes made for Oly Town either as we get ready to kick things off. The officials now holding up play, and here they come out of the tunnel. Hanif Zarabi, Cephas Quartzen, Kieran Smith, and Jacqueline Metz making their way to the center circle. And we are inching closer to the second half of play here from Ballard, home of the Scandinavian people, the Sons of Norway. My family put roots here over 100 years ago, and it is a beautiful place to live, work, and play, and a very good representation of Seattle as a whole. As the Artesians make their way around the pitch, Park City huddled up, looking to crawl their way back into this game. They need 2 goals just to push this one to extra time. And we'll see what kind of adjustments head coach Scott McKenzie made at the break. For Oly Town, you'd expect business as usual. Maybe clamping down on the defensive side a little bit and not pushing forward so much. Once again, they start with 4 at the back. Now a long ball played up. Famuditimi clears it out. It's going to be Zameno who gets it. He plays it all the way back, and this one's going to roll out of play as Jace Vance couldn't get there in time, and it's going to roll out for a throw. Trevor Thompson corrals the ball, lays it off for Famuditimi. And Oly Town in possession once again. Habib splits the defense, tripped up, Tolan with it into the middle, finds Richie Lapointe Guevara, cuts to his left foot, now outside it's Gil de la Luz. He cuts back into the middle, still wins the ball, still has it. Gil de la Luz takes the shot, and Gil de la Luz scores! Oly Town puts another one on the board 1 minute inside of the second half, and Oly Town gets the goal in the 46th minute, and they celebrate. But unfortunately, down behind the play is a member of Park City's defensive unit. But Gil de la Luz, with an incredible individual effort there, gets around 3 defenders and puts it into the back of the net, beating Jason Smith near post. And potentially putting Park City against the ropes as the hill just got a little bit bigger for them to climb.
Gil de la Luz.
Gil de la Luz out of Western Washington University, also plays for the Tacoma Stars professional indoor team, arena soccer. As Park City is going to play with 10 men here out of the break as the defender, it looks like that's Jordan Martinez, who's off the field right now. And now a foul is going to be called. Park City now looking to restart quickly, and they do. Don't see any subs getting ready either, so we'll see what happens. Maybe Martinez, no, he's jogging now. It looks like he's going to be okay. But here comes Park City on the break. Mateo Rodriguez with it. Plays it over to Jolly. Diagonal ball looking for the run of Oberholzer. It's going to be headed out by Famouda-Timi, but kept in by Park City. Diagonal ball. It's going to be stolen by Connor Tolan. And Tolan looks to do something, but gets it taken away nicely by the defense of Harry Jolly. And a crunching tackle there by Garrett Morris on Manny Nicasio. Went unnoticed. And the ball's going to go out of play. And it's actually going to be a free kick coming up now for Ballard FC. Martinez back in the game now for Park City, trailing by 3-0 in the 49th minute of play here. Gil de la Luz adding one to the score sheet in the first minute of the second half. Now a looping ball comes in, and Lanphier rises to meet it, and Quick throws it out to Thompson, and Thompson with jets comes around into the middle, finds Richie Lapointe Guevara, lays it off for Tolan. Now Famouda-Timi with it. Into the middle for Fede Russo. Out wide, De La Luz. All alone with Martinez closing. Almost played it out of bounds, but held it in. Slaus. Now Miller, one of the goal scorers for Oly Town. And now Lanphier takes it over. Building out of the back once again, Oly Town. Just playing keep away right now. Finally, Park City putting some pressure to the ball. Nicasio finds De La Luz, who circles around the defender. Martinez now finds Nicasio on the overlap. Nicasio runs to the far side of the 18. Back to De La Luz into the middle. It's Russo. Russo kicks back, plays out wide, finds Connor Stewart on the far side. Stewart can't keep it in play as Martinez pressured him from the behind and forced the turnover, quickly taken in bounds by Park City. And Jolly just plays it pretty far down the field, and Miles chasing it, and out of frustration just puts a arm into the back of Cameron Miller and is called for the foul. And Miller kind of rubbing his shoulder a little bit. Didn't like that too much. Habib Famouda-Timi chips it up, looks for Richie Lapointe Guevara, and he's going to be whistled offside as he tried to get on to the end of that pass, but it wouldn't have mattered as he was too early getting past the defense of Mateo Rodriguez out of Mexico City, as I mentioned. Plays at Cornell University. Also played for Club America's U16 and U20 squads in Mexico. He also won the Torneo de Copa Fuerzas Básicas and the Liga Nacional de Fuerzas Básicas in Mexico. I just butchered that. I apologize. But those are awards that he won, or tournaments that he won, playing for Club America. So very accomplished youth players on this Park City squad. Just unable to find a rhythm today against Oly Town, though. As Slaus blasts that one down the field, it's going to be Rodriguez who plays it, but almost played it into the feet of Richie Lapointe Guevara, but couldn't get there before Smith. And Park City lives to see another day, trailing 3-0 in the 53rd minute. Gil de la Luz is going to be called for the foul as Jordan Martinez dispossessed him and de la Luz fouled him from behind. Once again, don't forget tonight, Ballard FC takes on New Mexico United in the second of these opening round games. Winners to play in the Western Conference semifinals Sunday at 2 o'clock here at Interbay Stadium. Thompson making a run. Can he get there before Jace Vance? He can, and he's going to play it off the face of Jace Vance. Out for a throw-in. Quickly in. Thompson has it again, cuts it inside, splits, takes the shot. It's a curler that just went past the upper V on the far side. Jason Smith, all he could do was turn and watch as that one just missed going in the upper corner of that goal. We're about to have some substitutions now coming in for Park City. Coming in, number 12, Josh Foster. Coming off is Zach Moss. And coming in for Jordan Martinez is going to be number 20, who we do not have a name for. And quickly, Foster, with his first touch of the game, gets on the end of a long pass, but can't catch up to his first touch as it goes out of play. Manny Nicasio applying the defensive pressure there for Oly Town. 55th minute here. 3-0 the score. Goals by Famudatimi, Miller, and De La Luz, the difference in the game here for Oly Town. That ball goes out of play. It's going to be Vance who's going to take it quickly. In, looking for Miles, and it's going to be broken up by Russo. Long clearance held in by Rodriguez, headed on by Zameno, and it's going to end up in the feet of Vance, who finds number 8, Jago Lot, and he's going to draw the foul as Oly Town is going to make 3 substitutions here coming into the match. Well, first, let's talk about leaving. Is going to be Manny Nicasio, Trevor Thompson, and Gil De La Luz.
Substitutions for Park City. Entering the game, number 20, Toby Grant. For number 2, Jordan Martinez. Entering the game, number 12, Josh Foster. For number 11, Zach Moss.
Coming into the game now for Oly Town, Chris Peretti. Gabe Fernandez, who we'll tell you about in a little bit. And also coming into the game, it looks like Cooper Brunell into the game for Oly Town as well, as that ball is just sliced off the feet as Cooper Brunell gets his first touch. Now Gabe Fernandez with it. Gabe Fernandez is going to be entering his senior year of high school at South Kitsap, already committed to the University of Washington, has been outstanding this season for Oly Town, playing well beyond his years. And I'm going to quit mentioning the fact that he's only 17 one of these days. But he's just a phenomenal talent, and we're happy to have him here at Oly Town. Brunel back to Guevara. Richie Lapointe Guevara now sliding into the back line, playing defense as Cooper Brunel takes his spot at the top of the attack. Smith.
In the 57th minute,
Clears it
3
out.
substitutions for Oly Town FC.
And
Exiting the game
Miles
number
now. Miles is going to draw a
7,
yellow
Manny
card.
Nicasio. Entering the game number 14, Chris Peretti.
As
Exiting the game number 10, Gil De La Luz.
Miller
Entering the
once
game number
again
11, Gabe Fernandez.
clattered into by
Exiting the
Miles.
game number 16, Trevor Thompson.
And
Entering
Miles
the
is
game
the
number
one
12,
who picks up
Cooper
the
Brunel.
second yellow of the game for Ballard for persistent infringement against one Cameron Miller. But you can see the frustration starting to creep in a little bit. Richie LaPointe Guevara plays it in. It's going to be held by Fernandez. Gabe Fernandez actually playing up top. He's the left back usually for Oly Town, and he's going to be playing up top a little bit.
In the
Quick
58th
restart.
minute, Park City yellow card caution issued to number 9, James Miles.
And once again, Oly Town puts the clamps on any attack. As Vance keeps it in play, gets it to Zameno. Number 20 into the game for Oly Town. Toby Grant, or not Oly Town, excuse me, for Park City is Toby Grant. I didn't have his name earlier, but it's Toby Grant. Zameno now with it. Park City finds Jace Vance. Miller finds Chris Peretti out of University of Washington. Has some ties to this Park City squad. Loose ties as he played at RSL Academy, Real Salt Lake Academy. He's out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, now at University of Washington. Good contingent of UW Huskies on this squad. Park City represented by players from Snow College, Westminster University, and the Park City Academy, amongst others. And that ball is going to be kept in play by Josh Foster, but eventually won back and then lost by Fernandez, who then wins it back and is able to clear the ball up to Cooper Brunel, who's fouled. Make that Connor Tolan who's fouled on the far side. So free kick coming up. 61st minute of action here from Interbay Soccer Stadium, home of the SPU Falcons and, of course, Ballard FC, who play the nightcap here against New Mexico United. The run for Brunel was broken up by Peretti accidentally as the ball played into his head. Peretti now gets on the end of the header. Shields Vance from the ball nicely, but Vance is the one who comes away with it, who made an even better defensive play. And now Park City comes away with it. Long looping ball looking for Foster, and that one's going to be just out of reach and goes out of play. 3-0 the score, Oly Town on top. There's a bit of a breeze beginning to blow here. Just the perfect day for soccer in a just absolutely beautiful summer here in Western Washington. We've had, hasn't been too hot, hasn't been too cold. It's been just perfect. And today, no exception. Highs around 80, no clouds in the sky. Don't let anybody tell you all it does is rain here, because that is nothing but propaganda, as nowhere in this world is more beautiful than Western Washington on a sunny day. So substitution now coming out of the game, Jace Vance. Coming into the game, is number 21, who I believe to be Elijah Tinger. Okay, it's actually Ricardo Josilas out of Turks and Caicos coming into the game, playing forward. More substitutions about ready to enter the game for Oly Town as both teams emptying their bench now. Slaus comes to meet it and can't get there. It's going to deflect. No, it doesn't deflect off of him. It's going to go out of play. And now substitutions again for Oly Town. Alan Escalante making their way into this match, as well as Sean Sent.
Number 23rd, Elijah Tanger. Exiting the game, number 3, Jonathan Vance.
So Oly Town with only 2 players left on the bench. Alan Escalante, one of the original Artesians on this squad, back to the EPOWA days of the Oly Town Artesians. Ended up playing for Central Valley Fuego in the USL 1, and now back with Oly Town. Good veteran presence to have on the squad. Now Smith to Rodriguez. Played back to Smith. Josilas unable
in the 64th minute, substitutions for Oly Town FC.
To make the right pass,
the game, number 3, Federico Russo. Entering the game, number 8, Alan Escalante.
Free kick now. It's going to be taken.
Exiting the game, number 13, Connor Tolan. For number 9, Sean Sent.
Long looping ball is going to be met, and the shot's going to come in by Oberholzer, and it's going to go just wide. But Park City not going away quietly as they are trying to get a foothold back into this game, trailing 3-0. Getting another shot there. As I mentioned, into the game for Oly Town, Sean Sent, another University of Washington product. Played his soccer Sammamish High School. Now Fernandez finds Sent. Famuda Timi out wide to Peretti. Chris Peretti with the ball on the near sideline. Cuts it to the touchline. Plays it off his back foot. Now lays it off for Famuda Timi with the cross, the header. That's going to be pushed over by Smith as Sean Sent testing the keeper one more time. And Smith once again having to just pop it over the crossbar and giving up another corner. Of course, I'd like to thank the Georgian Dragon Pub as well as Rubens Brews for sponsoring this live stream. Thank you for your support. As Oly Town looking to build on a 3-0 lead. This time the corner comes in. Once again, headed off of the top of Cam Miller's dome, but he couldn't get it on goal as it goes over the touchline and out for a goal kick. But Oly keeps going back to that well of the far post corner kick, and it's still there. So Park City just unable to have an answer for that right now. Zameno tackles Escalante, who just pops up, resets the game. It's Brunel getting through 4 players, still with it, Brunel. Out wide to Fernandez. Gets it back to Brunel. Brunel couldn't contain it as Jolly masterfully shields the ball out, keeps him from getting on it, and it goes out for a goal kick, which is quickly taken and promptly given right back to Oly Town. And now a foul is going to be called on the far side as Gabe Fernandez taken down.
Up.
And Jason Smith rising up to get that one. '68th minute of play, stolen once again. Now Chris Peretti has it, makes a couple step overs, but stolen away brilliantly by Mateo Rodriguez. And now the break could be on, but the ball only finds the head of Slouse as Jack Slouse heads it back, and Oly Town once again in possession. Famutatimi has it. Now Cooper Brunel out wide to his teammate Peretti. 1-2 finds Brunel on the overlap back into the middle. Sent. Sean Sent. The shot saved. Rebound followed up and scored. Cooper Brunel puts the rebound in the back of the net, and Oly Town goes up 4. In the 69th minute, Cooper Brunel just might have put this one out of reach as Oly Town increases their lead to 4-0 over Park City here at Interbay Stadium. Just a 1-2, Peretti and Brunel. Brunel played it across. The shot by Sent was blocked,
goal scored by
but it
number
was
12,
followed up by Cooper Brunel, and he beat Smith, who just can't believe his luck today, as Oly Town just taking advantage of every opportunity they've been given and find themselves up 4-0 here in the 70th minute of play. Once again, the Western Conference semifinals will be taking place here at Interbay Stadium Sunday at 2 o'clock. The winner of this game takes on the winner of the nightcap between Ballard FC and New Mexico United. That game at 7 o'clock here at Interbay Stadium. If you're watching this and you're not going to see Taylor Swift or the Mariners tonight, come on down to Interbay Stadium. There might be a ticket available. I'm not sure. It might be sold out. There's 100 tickets left, so if you're watching this and you're like, hey, I want to come watch some good soccer tonight, this is your spot. So come out to Interbay, get one of the last 100 tickets available, and watch the Northwest Division champions take on the runners-up in the Mountain Division here in Seattle. So 4-0 the score. Connor Stewart now with it for Oly Town. Ball stolen by Rodriguez, tried to find number 23, Josilas, but he couldn't find him, and Oly Town comes away with it again, up 4-0. And I think at this point, Coach Liviu Bird is just going to want to watch his team exit this game without any injuries. As one more sub coming in, Richie Lapointe Guevara coming out, Pavel Valchev coming in for him. Pavel Valchev out of Governors State University, the Jaguars in Florida, by way of Varna, Bulgaria, a Bulgarian national. Scored a beautiful goal last weekend for Oly Town in their 2-1 loss to United PDX in the last game of the regular season. So Valchev coming in. The only sub left is Jack Landreth,
Oly Town
the
substitution,
goalkeeper.
exiting the game number 5, Richie Lapointe Guevara. Entering the game number 4, Paulo Valchev.
And now Brunel with it off the steal. Valchev with his first touch, keeps it, gets it to Brunel. Brunel finds Peretti, and once again, Peretti on the wing takes it to the inside, cuts to the middle, shot comes in, shot gets saved. Connor Stewart couldn't get enough mustard on that shot as Jason Smith comes up big there with the save. And into the game also number 21.
In the 73rd minute, substitution for Park City. Exiting the game, number 8, Yago Lot. Entering the game, number 21, Ricardo Joselias.
Ricardo Joselias into the game. How that ball comes in, finds the head of number 23, but it goes into the arms of the keeper, but it wouldn't have mattered as he is whistled offside on that one. 4-0 the score. Oly Town looking to punch their ticket to the Western Conference semifinals. Jack Slouse, who's played every minute of every game this year, out of Gig Harbor, Washington. I got a text from Ty Johnson, who's the head coach at Olympia High School, at halftime, and he said, I remember playing against Jack Slouse when he was at Gig Harbor, and he was impressed with him then, and he's impressed with him now, as he's put in a good shift today for Oly Town. '75th minute of play in Seattle. As Slouse taken off the ball, it comes in, ball played across, nobody there, but Chris Peretti, as Peretti comes away with it for Oly Town. Forcing Foster to track all the way back. Actually, that's Oberholzer, excuse me. Tracked all the way back to stop the run of Peretti. Slouse plays it back. Lanphier misplays the clearance. It goes through 4 sets of legs, and ends up in the feet of Jack Slouse, who plays it to Lanphier, and now a foul is going to be called against number 23. And we're seeing the arrival of the bush keepers on the far side of the field. They are the keepers of the bushes on the far side of the field, whereas the people on this side of the field are the bridge keepers. Come out and see the bridge keepers in action tonight. 100 tickets still left for tonight's game. Welcome back after some technical difficulties here that was masterfully solved by Adam from Red Element Studios. We are back. Nothing changed on the score line. We're just coming out of a hydration break as temperature's getting a little warm for us Western Washington folks here. Need to get some more fluids into the body. Smith with the long clearance out. Slaus wins the header, falls to the feet of Sean Sent. Now Valchev with it. Pavel over to Peretti, who makes a good turn and gets past the defense of Rodriguez. It's still Peretti. Chris Peretti cuts it in. He can't control it, though, as Josilas gets a foot to it and kicks it away from him. Cleared but held by Oly Town, and now coming away with it. No, Stewart couldn't get it, and it's going to go out of play as Stewart gets a hands out from referee Hanif Zarabi. And now Brunel comes away with it. Cooper Brunel still with it, circles around the defense, comes in off his right foot, shot gets blocked, falls to Sent, headed over to Peretti, and Oly Town's going to restart this attack. It's going to go back to Sent. He's alone at the touchline, cuts it, broken up nicely by Josilas, goes out of play and out for a corner kick. And if my stats are correct, I don't believe that Park City has a corner kick in this game. They do not. And Oly Town dominating that statistic in this ball game. Low shot that goes over to the far post. Headed this time into the hands of the keeper, Smith. But once again, that far post corner wide open for Oly Town. Just couldn't put it on frame with Sean Sent. Or he did put it on frame, just couldn't get it past the keeper. Long ball by Park City. Broken up by the defense of Oly Town and played back up to the midfield where it goes out for a throw. We'll see if Coach Liviu Bird puts Jack Landreth in the game as their last substitute remaining, the backup goalkeeper. 4-0 the score. Goals by Habib Famoudatimi, Cameron Miller, Gil De La Luz, and Cooper Brunel. The difference in this ball game as another foul is committed, this time going the way of Oly Town. Pavel Valchev now with it for Oly Town, plays it up to Peretti. Chris Peretti once again looking to make something happen against the defense of Oberholzer. Quick leave-off pass, Sent, saved by Smith. Sean Sent with a great effort, but an even better save by Jason Smith as he keeps Oly Town from getting to 5. But again, a corner coming up for Oly Town. The Artesians out of Olympia, Washington, putting their stamp on this game. Header once again comes in. Sent again, but this one goes over everything into the netting behind the goal. So Smith now with the goal kick as we have now reached the 85th minute. Headed back by Escalante. Played all the way back to the keeper, Lamphere. And now Valchev pressured and dispossessed by Oberholzer into the middle for Miles. James Miles being strong. Nice stop and move. Oberholzer again with a back heel to himself. The shot! The rising shot that goes just over the goal. The best opportunity of the game so far as Blake Oberholzer with a beautiful back heel pass to himself. It gets the left-footed screamer, but it just went over the crossbar. there's one thing to say about Park City is that they're not rolling over at all. Facing a mountain to climb with only 5 minutes to go, but they're still battling. So Famutatimi now, after the foul, is going to restart the game now for Oly Town. Long ball for Peretti, but it's going to be Rodriguez who gets there first, battling with Peretti. That's been a good battle to watch so far as that one goes out of play. Throw-in coming for the boys in red. And now a long throw coming in, finds the feet of Mills, taken off by Valchev, and now Miller is going to send it all the way back to the keeper and make Park City chase. Famutatimi with about 20 yards of empty space around him now has the ball for Oly Town. Of course, the Artesians, named after the artesian spring water that's found in the Olympia region. It's where the Olympia Brewing Company made their beer from, and we can still find artesian springs in downtown Olympia. One of the sponsors for Oly Town is Well 80, who get their beer from well number 80 of the Artesian Network in Olympia. So fun facts for everybody involved. Hope you're watching down there at Well 80 as well. Oberholzer still with it, battling with Escalante. Comes away with it. Park City still maintaining possession now. Just Silas now over to Rodriguez. Pressured by Sent. The ball goes back to Smith. And then played up into the head of Miller. And now it's going to be played for Sent. Sean Sent. Sean Sent with the near post shot that was flicked aside by Smith. Another save by Jason Smith. And a beauty as Sean Sent tried to beat him near post. And Smith said, no, sir. Corner kick coming up again for Oly Town. So corner coming in now, once again to the back post. It's Famutatimi who rises to meet it, can't get there. Cleared out by Grant to midfield. Pushed down was Stewart, and the foul is going to be called against Park City. 89th minute of play. 4-0 the score. Oly Town looking to clinch their spot in the Western Conference semifinals on Sunday against the winner of tonight's match between Ballard FC and New Mexico United. That game kicks off at 7 o'clock. Here at Interbay. Still 100 tickets available, so if you're in the area, come on down, support local soccer. Cooper Brunel finds Fernandez. Gabe Fernandez lays it off for Stewart. Stewart plays it into the middle. It's going to be clipped up, held into the middle, falls to Sent. Sent plays it over to Peretti. Peretti tried to find the run of Escalante but didn't see where he went, and it's going to be cleared out but held by Oly Town as we have hit the 90th minute here at Interbay. Peretti to Escalante. The overlap is Sent. He gets there on the touchline, plays it in, but it's going to be deemed to go out of play over the touchline, and it's going to be a goal kick. Quickly taken by Smith. Coming up was Foster. Escalante able to control it. Out wide to Connor Stewart, who plays it up, gets around the defense nicely, and Stewart on the break now. Connor Stewart into the middle. It's going to be gobbled up by Smith, and we have hit stoppage time here at Interbay, of which there is none, and the official blows the whistle and points to the center circle, and Oly Town FC has clinched their spot into the Western Conference semifinals to take on the winner of tonight's match between Ballard FC and New Mexico United. It was a dominant performance today by the Artesians as they applied pressure from start to finish against Park City in today's matchup. Goals by Habib Famoudatimi, Cameron Miller, Gil De La Luz, and Cooper Brunel, the difference in the game today. Oly Town gets a little bit of a break now before Sunday's 2 o'clock matchup. And they looked very good today, so whoever they play against is going to need to be on their best on Sunday. Thanks for joining us here from Interbay Stadium, and on behalf of Red Element Studios, my name is John McGlamory. Thank you for tuning in to the USL2 Playoffs Western Conference quarterfinal matchup won by Oly Town here in Interbay Stadium. Thanks for tuning in, and come on back at 7 o'clock for the second part of this doubleheader between Ballard FC and New Mexico United. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.